Hey, hey, light bugs. I'm back. Okay, so in my previous video, The Patience of God, at the, close to the end of the video, I had misspoke and I said pyre. And I was like, ooh, I know what a pyre is. What does that mean? Why did I say that? And I'm like, it's a reason. It's a reason. It's a reason why that came up. And prior to doing that video, I had sat and I was just kind of like doing my own little thing, my own practicing my own little spiritual practice. And for some reason it's taking me to that okay, I pulled some cards. It's taking me to the card pool. Um, okay. And I was just like, what is this about? Why higher? So I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna go look it up. Because I already know what it means. I like to have extra clarity. Um, what was like fire? That's like a fire. It's like a staple fire. I'm like, what's that? Okay. So what I'm getting is that someone wanted to sacrifice me. And it could be collective. Somebody may want to sacrifice you. Whoever's watching this, whoever's listening. Um, and people may be doing like religious rituals, spells, uh, dark magic, whatever. Um, and the fact of the matter is, it's not going to work. It's not working. And um, I'm not saying that to be arrogant or boastful because, anything can happen to you. You don't know what's going to happen to you on a day-to-day basis, right? Anything can happen to you. Just because it happens to you doesn't mean it's a bad thing, right? And that's another thing when it comes to like perspective. Anything can happen to you. However, I was like, I know that word is a message. It said power. And I'm like, why? Why did that word, ooh, excuse me, release? 1028. I'm release you, bitch. Sorry. I had a moment. Okay, sorry. Those who know. If you don't know, you don't need to. Okay. So I'm like, pyre. Oh, baby. I'm getting I'm getting confirmation. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm channeling. Acted, acted. I can't write as fast as it's coming. Lord, sorry. Um, no. Um, yes. I don't know what that is. S. That's significant. Okay. So I might not even post this. I might even have to start this over because I definitely was not expecting what to come up just came up. Um, I don't normally channel or get information the way that I've been picking up information lately. Excuse me, it's new, and I had been praying and asking God to allow me. Ooh, not yours. Excuse me. I've been praying and asking God to allow me to be able to receive information in a manner in a way where I don't have to um use a vice or something that's happened to my gifts, to tap into my abilities. And so I asked God to clean me from the inside out, like work on me from the inside out, restore me a new clean heart. And so I was telling you guys that I used to smoke. I was an avid smoker. I mean, an avid smoker. And I picked up the habit maybe in, what is my son now? My son is 19. I think at the time my son was, he probably was like 6 or 7. He was young. And I was introduced to marijuana. And so at the time, I would roll spliffs, as people would call them. I rolled spliffs, which is a mixture of marijuana and tobacco, because I really was not a I didn't like smoking. Yet I couldn't sleep. And I never had that problem where I couldn't sleep before. And at this point in time in my life, I was really going through a lot, and I was working like night shift, and I was getting off at like I would go to work at like 2 and get off like 10, 11 o'clock at night. And then I would have to catch the train home, which meant I was usually catching the last train, and I wasn't getting off until, or basically getting home to like maybe 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. And I would have to walk from the train station to my house, which was well over like, it had to be a good 10 blocks, 10, maybe, I may be exaggerating, but it was like good 6 to 10 blocks. And it was not the best neighborhood. And I was a female, and it was dark outside, and I was always walking at night. And then like, it was crazy because one of the locations I had to walk past, there was this guy, like this creepy guy. He was so creepy to me, but he had like, he had this like infatuation or crush on me. Like, he always tried to talk to me. I always felt cringy around him, right? And so like, it got to the point where though, like, he knew my routine so well. So like, he's like, one day I'm walking my son to the store. It's like daytime, and I'm walking my son to the store, and he's like, you should really get your husband to walk you at night. It's not safe to be walking this time of night by yourself, or I can come and get you. No thanks. And so at that time, I had mentioned it to my husband. Well, he's my ex-husband now. But I was like, I don't feel comfortable walking home by myself. Can you at least meet me at the train station and walk home with me, or stay on the phone with me or something, so I don't feel, uncomfortable when I come home? And then, like, can you make sure like the porch light is on at least, so when I come, I'm not walking up in the dark, because of where we were living at the time. And like, it was really dark when you walked on the porch. Like, anybody could like jump out on you, because like, it was like a closed in area. And so I don't even know why I'm talking about this or why this came up. But I feel like it's important, you know what I'm saying? And so I started the video saying something about, stop picking. I started the video saying something about pyre, right? And saying something about a sacrifice. And a pyre is basically a religious sacrifice or ritual that's done when someone passes away, or when a person dies. And they basically dress and take care of the body, and they lay the body on basically a huge pile or pyre of wood, or platform rather, and then they light a flame, and so they burn it. And for some reason, when I just said that, I heard burn in the pits of hell. Damn. Okay. So I don't, like I said, I don't know who this is for or what this is for. In the beginning, I just felt like, somebody was doing stuff against me, which, I mean, niggas do shit against me all the time. A lot of people don't like me for who I am, and that's okay. You don't have to like me. I'm not, I know I can be a tough pill to swallow. I know I'm not always uh, easy to be around for something. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I keep thinking I'm sorry. And I just feel like people or a person or persons are getting ready to experience what they sought out for me to experience. And I pray that you have the ability to go through what I went through, because I definitely walked to that shit. I just pray that you have the ability to get through it, because it ain't for the weak. I'll say that. And I keep looking at this word fierce presence, fierce presence, fierce presence. I just feel like, you're real recognize real. 11:11. If your energy ain't right, your spirit ain't right, shit about to go left for you. Real talk. If you're not doing the work, you're gonna burn in the pits of hell. And I know I said in a previous video that heaven and hell exists between the mind and the heart. Yeah, you're about to be in a shitstorm. Like everything's getting ready to go left for you because of what you're doing, because you're not paying attention to what you're doing, right? Karma is a bitch. Karma is negative energy because it can be dharma or karma. It's energy that's going to come back to you. Like, you got to understand that your energy is like a boomerang. So what you send out to the atmosphere, what you send out to the universe, it's going to come back to you tenfold. Especially if you're not doing the right thing. If you're not in a high vibrational frequency and you're not putting out high vibrational energy, you're putting out negative energy, what you give out is what's going to come back to you, is what you're going to draw to you, because you are a magnet. In essence, you are a magnetic field. The beating of your heart creates an energetic Torah. And that Torah is like an ever flowing flow of energy that's constantly moving around you, and it's creating an energetic magnetic field around you. And so what you meditate, like the meditations of your heart and the meditations of your mind, if they are on one accord and you are meditating on positive aspects or positive directions or on positive things, you're going to magnetize those things to you. You're going to become like a magnet. You're going to draw it to you. I heard, let all men come to me, let me draw men to me, draw men to me. So I really don't know who or what this message is for. I may not even post this. I'm hearing post it. Okay. Post it or don't post it. I don't know. Yet the divine beings that I'm talking to, you are protected. The divine beings that I'm talking to, you are protected. Whoever is divine being that's listening to this message, who this message is intended for, you are protected. Okay? You are protected. And the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. Baby, you better come with somebody. Who? Oh my goodness. Baby. Okay. Sorry, y'all, because okay. Because if I keep going, it's gonna be what? Okay. Those people or the individuals in your life that have thrown you negative energy or thrown you to the wolves or whatever the case be, the wheel of fortune is now, excuse me, that's confirmation. I yawn. The wheel of fortune is now turning in your favor. Okay? What's for you will be for you if you have done the work. And when I say if you have done the work, that means if you have taken the time to heal yourself, to sit with yourself and heal yourself, God or source or energy is getting ready to bless you. You're getting ready to be blessed abundantly. And I say abundantly because the next card that came out was World. Okay? So the first card was Wheel of Fortune. The second card was the World. Okay? And with the World card coming out, it's four corners, right? The four corners of the world are getting ready to recognize who you are and recognize your greatness, as your divine partner has already recognized you. And that is the truth, because the divine partner is getting ready to take action towards you. Ooh, baby. The work, the burdens, the pain, the trials, the tribulations, it's all not for naught. Okay? The steps that are needed to move in the right direction are being taken. The hangman is looking at things from a new perspective, right? Learning or recognizing, realizing, wait a minute, I was looking at the story a different way, because I told you in my last video, God was showing me, because I was like, I want this, I want this, I want this. And God was like, no, 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 no. Sis, let me open your eyes to something. Let me show you something that you're not seeing. Let me educate you to something that you're not knowledgeable about. And when I got that education and knowledge, I said, oh, let me look at that differently. Let me let that be done. Let me close that chapter on that situation. Let that joint be dead. You see that word? It say death. It's backwards, but whatever. Let it die. Let it be done. Let it be done for. Because I have something better for you. I have your partner. I have your match. I have someone or something that's going to love you immensely. I have someone or something that's going to pour into you immensely. I have what you truly desire, that you don't even know you desiring it, that I manifest. You manifested this. Ooh, you manifested this on multiple levels. And the beings or the entities or the energies or the people that's in your environment that don't want to see you transpire, or don't want to see you grow, don't want to see you evolve, don't want to see you change, don't want to see you be happy, don't want to see you be at peace, don't want to see you be fulfilled. All those things are coming to an end. Every negative aspect or thing that they wanted to happen to you is going to happen to them. And I'm not saying wish death on your enemies, because I don't wish death on nobody. That's not my thing. I just don't. I'm not wishing death on you. I'll call it for what it is. 1717. I'll call it for what it is. But I ain't wishing it on you. You understand what I'm saying? I see what it is. And justice is definitely getting ready to be served. Like, God's not playing. God is not playing. Spirit is not playing. He's taking action. It's like we watch. I don't know why I'm here in the Diddy trial, because I refuse to talk about that crap. That's crazy, right? Everything that happened in that whole situation scenario, fear, people moving out of fear. He was moving out of fear. People around him was moving out of fear of him. Fear. That whole situation, when I watched it, my coworker was watching it while we was in class. And she was just telling me, I'm like cracking. I'm like, girl, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, I don't care about stuff like that. I don't care. I don't pay attention. I don't even watch TV hardly, ever. If anything, I might watch a movie. I'll watch a movie before I watch regular TV or watch the news. I don't know the last time I watched the damn news. Like, what? So to even think about that whole thing with Netflix and everything and all that stuff, out of sight, out of mind. And so she had brought it up, and she was like, you should check it out. You should watch it. I'm like, all right, I'm going to watch it. I watched it, and I was like, oh, wow, that's crazy. Like, I'm watching, and I'm like, everything that I'm hearing, all the energy that I'm picking up is fear. Fear. False evidence appearing real. So I'm going to act, because I'm afraid that if I don't act, this is what's going to happen. Or this is what's going to go down. I'm afraid that if I don't do these things, this is what's going to transpire. Or this is what's not going to transpire. You know what I'm saying? Fear. It was all fear-based. Everything that went down in that hole was all fear-based. From every aspect and angle that I looked at it. Fear-based. Him being afraid to lose his power, being afraid to stand in power, being afraid to be in control of the situation. Others being afraid to lose, to not have title, to not have monetary gain. Fear. You know what I'm saying? Others not wanting to say anything, because of, tarnishment of reputation or lack thereof or whatever. Like fear. It was all fear-based. Everything that I was like, whoa, do I really want to watch this anymore? Fear. And so I don't want to get lost in that whole thing. However, that is important because many of us act and move out of fear. We don't think before we act. We just acting. We're just doing things, right? We're just yeah. Fear. False evidence appearing real. We're buying into the hype. We're being brainwashed to believe and see or think or know things to be what they are, instead of taking the time to kind of really digest what's really transpiring. Fear. And so Spirit is saying, I didn't give you the spirit of fear. And it's crazy because all up and down my feed, it's been the scripture. I didn't give you the spirit of fear, but of power. I even put that in one of my readings. As a matter of fact, I'm going back because I know I wrote the verse down. 2 Timothy 1:7, for I have not given you the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and of sound mind. So if I gave you the power of love, and a sound mind and power in itself, why are you buying in fear? Why? You know, I'm calling out to all the light beings. I'm calling out to the empaths. I'm calling out to the spiritually divine or tapped in, touched, anointed beings. It is your time to shine. It is your time to stand in the spotlight. It is your time to move in greatness. It is your time to do and be what God called you to be. It's our time to raise the vibrational frequency of this dimension, this realm. It's our time to have a vision and make it plain. It's our time to walk away from minuscule things. It's our time to close the door on the past. It's our time to take that rest and recognize where we were defeated and recognize those who crossed us and who hurt us and all those things. Let it go. Because judgment day is for them. It's going to come for them. It's not your job to serve out or dish out somebody else's punishment. It's not your job to do that. It's not up to you. And don't try to carry or bear that weight or bear that burden, because it's not for you to carry. Right? Ask for forgiveness for your part. Offer forgiveness for their part. Close the door and move on. Let that situation or scenario be done for what it is. Like, real talk. Recognize and realize the opportunity that is being awarded you right now on this day, 12/22/2025. Because if I'm not mistaken, this is a portal day. It is a portal day to take the leap, right? To take a leap into the unknown, a leap into the unforeseen opportunities that are awaiting you. It's time for you to celebrate yourself. It's time to recognize yourself. It's time to love on yourself. It's time to appreciate yourself. It's time to move away from the things that no longer serve you, the chaos, the crossroads and the confusion. And it's time, it's time to recognize the falsehoods and the falsities and the things that are coming towards you that are seeking to, distract you and take you off your path. It's time. We have to stop standing in our own ways. I told my son today, because my son was explaining to me, like, my son's looking for a job. I'm like, look, I got you. I went and got him an application, hollered at the people at the store, whatever. I'm like, look, here you go, boom. What you gotta do is file an application, go over there, talk to people. You should be good. He's like, man, I don't want the job. Pause. The fuck do you mean you want this job? Right? What do you mean? He's like, well, I don't want to jump because such and such birthday. What? That person probably don't even know who you are. I said, so because you feel some kind of way about what happened to you when you was a kid, or how whatever transpired when you were younger, and you don't want to face that, you're going to stop yourself from moving forward? You're going to sabotage your growth? You're going to sabotage your future? I rebuke that out of you. Hell no, you're not. You're going to walk your ass. I didn't say it to him like that, but in my mind, I'm like, bro, what's wrong with you? You're talking about you want to do these things. And here it is, God is presenting you with the opportunity to do these things. And you stuck in your old carnal mind, and you are beginning to self-sabotage the gifts or the greatness or the blessings that God has in store for you. Do not do that. Do not allow yourself to be stuck or stagnant or complacent because you are unsure of what you are stepping into, or because of what you're stepping into reminds you of something that you've already done in your past. Right? You don't want to repeat your past, then don't repeat it. Don't think about it. Don't bring it up. Learn the lesson that you were supposed to learn at that point in time and let the rest of that shit go. Let it go. Just because it presents again in the present doesn't mean it's the same situation or scenario. And it doesn't mean you're going to be in the same position when it presents, right? If you truly have learned from your past and you've learned from what you have already transpired through, when you're approached with it the second time, or when you're third, fourth, fifth time, how many times you approach with it, because sometimes you got to go to the lesson a couple times. When you are approached with it from that healed version of yourself, there's a different outcome. There's a different outcome. As opposed to it being a consequence, there's in fact a reward. So don't stagnate or stunt your own growth because something feels familiar or something seems similar to what it once was or what it used to be, or they have some similarities or connections to, or they just remind you. Nah. Just because it reminds you doesn't mean that that's what it is. I keep feeling something. If I put it in, what is it? Like, let that past thing go. Look at it from the healed perspective, right? Because great things are in store for you. Great things are coming towards you, be it a man, a woman, abundance, opportunities, career, travel. It's coming towards you. And if you have the right perspective and you're not looking at it from a downtrodden or a sabotage type mindset where you're standing, or an imposter type mindset, you're gonna walk into greatness. You're gonna walk into love. There's not gonna be any more chaos. It's gonna be abundance. It's not gonna be any more gaslighting and things like that. It's gonna be youthfulness and playfulness and fun and love, and all the work that needed to be done was done, and you know what I'm saying, there's no more burdens to bear. Like, change your perspective. Stand in your greatness, stand in your power, stand in your in your worth. Right? Stand in who you know you were called to be. And don't second guess yourself or doubt yourself. Because somebody said to me, because I was like, yo, I'm always giving somebody the benefit of the doubt. She said, pause. Do you realize when you're giving someone the benefit of the doubt, that means you are doubting yourself to give them a benefit? I said, pause. I didn't look at it like that. Wait a minute. Say it again. I said, repeat that. Say it again. She said, when you give someone the benefit of the doubt, you're giving them benefit and putting yourself in a place of doubt. You are doubting what you see in front of you to give them a benefit. So if I see in front of me that you playing in my face, and I say I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, I'm putting myself at a deficit because I see you playing in my face. I see what you're doing, right? I'm paying attention to what you're doing, yet I'm still giving you a chance to do it. and not stand up for myself and say, oh, no, I'm not doing that. You're not doing that. I'm not giving you the power. No. No. Hell no. Right? A lot of us don't do that. We like, okay, I'll let it slide. No. Fuck that. Real talk. No. I'm not giving you the opportunity to do that to me again. I'm not giving you the chance to come back and be like, oh, let's be friends again. No. How many times am I going to keep giving you chances after chances after chances, and you keep doing the same thing? It's a broken record, right? Insanity is doing the same thing, expecting a different result. A lot of us are insane to keep going through the stuff we going through and not doing something different about it. Yet we want to keep complaining though. No, you're not going to keep complaining to me. I'm not going to complain to myself. No, we're not doing it. You have to be strong enough to walk away. You have to be strong enough to trust the process. You have to be strong enough to understand and know that God is bringing you blessings in abundance, and that he is going to give you a divine marriage, a divine union, whatever it is, divine work. He's going to balance the scales out. He's going to give you what you need. He's going to bring it to you. He's going to give you what you need when you need it at the time that you need it. All that brokenhearted despair and defeat and deception and deceit that you were dealing with from people, places, and things. If you have done the work, and you have created like I said, created me a new mind, new heart, new soul, whatever y'all need to be created new, Lord, let me let go of what no longer serves me. Let me shut the door on what no longer serves me. Let me release what no longer uplifts me, what no longer builds me up. Let me turn away from that thing that once held on to me, that stronghold. No, I'm good. I saw what happened to me when I did those things. I saw what happened to me when I didn't listen. I saw what happened to me when I chose to stay in that situation. I saw what happened when I didn't want to be, obedient. I didn't want to trust. I'm good. I don't want to go down that road again. So let me focus on you and keep my focus on you and move how you need me to move. Show up how you need me to show up. Be obedient how you need me to be obedient. Trust how you need me to trust. Listen when you need me to listen. Pay attention where you need me to pay attention. Accept where you need me to accept. Right? When I start doing those things, my whole life changed. Everything was different. And there was so many people around like, what's going on? You're different. Like, I had a person tell me at the beginning of the school, she's like, oh my God, you're so different. I don't know what it is about your energy, but I love it. You're so different the school year. The energy that you're exuding this school year is amazing. I love it. You're different. And I like it. And I was like, well, thank you. I didn't realize that I presented differently. Yeah. When you start changing and you start letting go of your hurt, your pain, you start allowing yourself to face your fears, you start allowing yourself to feel different about your past, not beating yourself up, forgiving yourself for the mistakes you made and learning from the mistakes and not continuing to make the same mistakes. Like if you were I'll say a hypocrite. I heard that first. If you were a hypocrite or a womanizer or what's the other word? Whatever. If you was those things and you chose not to do those things no more and you started moving differently, it changes you from the inside out. And when it changes from the inside out, you look different. You appear different. You appear more youthful, more refreshed, more energy, more restored. Like, it's time, light beings, light bugs. It's time, divine ones. It's time to wake up. It's time to do your job. It's time to raise the vibrational frequency of this planet. It's time. You're being called forth. You are being called forth. And I'm going to end this message right here at this point in time because I don't want to get to preaching 34. I don't want to get to preaching. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. So with that being said, remember to always be true to yourself. To thine own self be true. Peace, I share, say. Peace.